My name is Omar Lima. We're here at Functional Core Fitness, and today we're going to talk about bridge marches. All right, so the bridge march is a variation of the floor bridge. It's actually a progression to the stationary floor bridge that we covered in an earlier video. So what makes this exercise hard is that, or harder, is that we are requiring one leg to perform the movement and stabilize the hip at the exact same time. So let's take a look at it. So we're going to start off in a supine position, meaning face up. Now, I'm going to have my feet close to my hips, okay? Now, I want to drive off my heel or emphasize my heel. I want to make sure that I still have all 3 points of contact, or the pressure points of my foot onto the floor. So the 3 points of contact should be the ball of the foot, under the pinky toe, ball of the foot, and then the heel. So when I connect to the floor, I want to make sure that 3 pressure points are touching the floor. So now I have my 3 points of contact. Now I'm going to stabilize or shift my abdominals so that my lower back is flush onto the floor. Before I start, I'm activating my abdominals. I'm squeezing my pelvic floor. I'm zipping up my imaginary jacket, which is my core, and now everything is compressed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my hips up. Now that my hips are up, I'm still in a neutral alignment. I'm not arching my back. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift one leg up. Now as I lift the leg up, if I don't stabilize, 2 things can happen. Number 1, my hips can drop. Number 2, my hips tilt. So I want to avoid those 2 things. I want to avoid the tilting of the hips and the dropping of the hips. So let me start from the beginning. I'm in my I'm in my bridge position. I'm going to lift my hips up. Now that my hips are up, I'm going to lift one leg up. My abdominals are still squeezed. My glute on the floor that's making contact is still squeezed. I'm going to drop the hip, restabilize the hip, and lift the other leg up. I'm going to drop the leg, restabilize my hips, and I'm lifting. Now, depending on the intensity that you're looking for, the slower that I march, the more tension and more stability required for that balancing side. So I don't want to go fast, right? I want to make sure that I'm in the full range of motion, or the end range of motion of my bridge, and then I lift. Squeezing the glute, reconnect, squeeze. Now, there will be a slight drop and a slight tilt. The goal is to minimize as much of the tilt and drop as possible. I want to make sure that when I perform my movement, that I exhale when I lift my leg up. Inhale when I reestablish my foundation. Okay? Now, the arms. The arms will help a lot. So depending on where you position your arms, the more stability will be added. If I bring my arms out to the side, I have full stability. Because now my hips are not going to fall side to side. If I have my arms down to my side, I'm assisting on lifting the hips up in the air. So minimize the amount of connection that you have with the floor with your elbows or arms. The most advanced variation would be to do this with no arms connected to the floor. My hands are across my chest, and now I'm allowing my core and my glutes to perform the whole movement. I hope that makes sense. Give it a go and see how challenging the march is compared to just the regular floor bridge. Good luck, and we'll see you next week.